Hello friends, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 31. Our last episode, our party expanded. We now have Annah in our party, so I think the first thing I'm going to do today is talk to her, get to know her, you know? But before I do that, I should perhaps level up, because my three current companions, or my three current characters, can level up from this dialogue with Farad that we just had. So I think it would be nice to do that before we talk to her, just in case there are any checks, any skill checks there. So yeah, might want to do that first. Statistics screen, and let's go. So saving throws have improved, spell memorization abilities have increased, 1 characteristic points, now that's the interesting bit, and 3 hit points, sure. So we just keep doing wisdom? Or was it intellect? It was wisdom. Oh, intellect would be nice too. But, hang on. Oh, okay, I was like, these stats are pretty low, but it's showing them without the tattoo bonuses. Okay, that makes sense. Sure, wisdom it is. Alright, armor class 10, hit points 42, that's nice. Alright, let's do the same for Mort. 9 hit points, very useful for someone like him who's used to taking a beating. And 2 hit points gained from Constitution. Alright. And then we have Dakon. Fighting skills, 4 hit points, 1 hit point from Constitution bonus. Yeah, he honestly isn't really as big of a tank as Mort, for sure. So, I kind of like to keep him in reserve, you know, just in case Mort needs a bit of help. And we will see what Annah is like. Let's take a look at her stats first, actually. So, she's a fighter and a thief. Okay, that's an interesting multi-class. Her Thaco is 17, which I'm honestly confused whether that's good or not, because the thing with Thaco is that the low is better, I believe, but then like sometimes the UI puts things in a really confusing way, so I'm like, okay, sure, 17, whatever that means. Lower 8, stealth, open locks, okay. That's an interesting one. Does Dakon have anything like that? No, because he only uses his strength, his weapon to open the doors. Yeah, that makes sense. Number of attacks 1. Do we have a character whose number of attacks is 1.5? And same for Mort. And just 1 for the nameless one. Okay, that's interesting. See, these are things that I've seen before, but I'm sort of just now thinking to pay attention to some of them. It's always that, you know, something catches my eye and I notice something new. And that's the way it will probably stay. All right, Annah, let's talk to you. Let's maybe just refresh my memory with the journal. I brought the bronze sphere to Farad. There was little of use he could tell me. He said that I had to come to him and asked for his assistance in making sure the members of his collector gang brought my body safe and sound to the mortuary when I died. He told me that my body had been found by his daughter, Annah. Farad fetched the tribute that his daughter had given to him from my body. With the tribute was a strange scrap of paper, which I have a strange feeling I may have written myself, or to myself. Even more curious, I wonder where Farad went to get the tribute. He didn't leave by the main door, but I don't think there are any other exits from Ilwind Court. Oh, now that is interesting. So he definitely went through a portal, right? That's what's going on here. So there is a portal in this room, and if I had the right item, I could probably open it, right? I feel like that's the way this game has got to work, right? So the question is, if I steal it from Farad, whatever it is. Well, I mean, I could do that, or I could get it somewhere else, but I still don't really know what the item is, so it would just be blind guessing. Anyway, I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. Farad just told his daughter to escort me to the place where she'd scavenged my body. Some haunted alley. He told me if she happened to lose me on the way there to come back and see him and he would guide me. If she happened to lose me on the way there Yeah, I mean, that's a nice diplomatic way to put it. Are they trying to get us killed? Okay, is Anna his biological daughter? It doesn't really seem like she is, right? The quotation marks, the scare quotes here are pretty clear. Then again, Ferret doesn't really strike me as the sort of a man who raises a family. He's more like a gang leader who finds proteges among his younger gang members and then sort of appropriates them for his own, is the vibe I'm getting from him. But I kind of hope that she is his biological daughter, just because I want to see what the mom is like, you know, or what she was like. So our quest is to find the site where Annah found my body. When I returned the bronze sphere to old Stuttercrutch Ferret, he hemmed and hawed about what he really knew about me, which was precious little. He did tell me that his daughter had recovered my body and told me where it had been found. I should probably go there and see if there are any clues to be found. Apparently my body was found in an alleyway in the section of the hive near the smoldering corpse bar, but there is a tenement full of chaos men that lie between me and it. Huh? Okay. Chaos men as in thugs? Or what chaos men? What? Okay, I'm sure I will understand that eventually. Annah is a tiefling, a brash girl on the brink of womanhood. Her tail lashes when she's angry. She's a canny gutter snipe, and the hive seems to be a second skin for her. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe from her. But we are only about to talk to her for the first time, really, you know, properly talk to her.
Aye? What is it you want then?
Why is it you want then? I love her accent. I can't do it, of course, but I love it. Okay. Let's start with number 2. Didn't I meet you in the hive before I found Ferret? And this I do remember. I met her several times and she was always rude to me. Well, she really only repeated the same line, but it was a rude one. She nods a little warily. Aye, you did. I haven't forgotten you. Well, when I asked about Ferret, you told me he was south and west of the mortuary, which he wasn't. I mean, he really wasn't. Aye, I did. And you'd have done the same if some scarred wreck came to ye and asked where you could find your da. She shrugs. You found him anyway, so I want to hear you're carrying on about it, I don't. What were you doing by the mortuary? Interesting question. I'm not sure I would have thought to ask, but yeah, she did hang around there for a suspiciously long time. Right? Which, again, as a player, you kind of assume, okay, that's the limitation of the game. But as a character, you're like, why is she still there? What were you doing there? It's my territory. I was looking for debtors, I was. She looks you up and down and smirks. Found a walk-in one, I did. Uh-huh. Very funny. So, where's the place you found my body? The spot where I found your body lies behind the painted door in the Hive red light district. The door's on the northern street, north and east of the smoldering corpse bar. Yeah, I remember that one. I was wondering what was going on with that. Beyond the door is an alley where I found your body. Strange place it is. Not many Berks will go there. Strange place, how exactly? Some Berks with less courage than names say it's all a haunted it is. Annah spits and makes a semicircle over her heart, of course. It's a wash. Sometimes the wind blows through the alley and makes weird sighing noises, but that don't mean there's specters and haunts and the like. I see. Not the suspicious type, are you? Some other questions, then. Did you find anything on my body before you brought it to the mortuary? Such as a journal, maybe? Annah looks at you warily, and her tail stops flicking for a moment, then resumes slower than before. I keep forgetting that she has a tail. It always catches me off guard when they mention her tail. Because I'm not looking at the little sprite, right? I'm looking at the text. Aye, mayhap I found something. But if I found anything, it's mine by right, it is. The other bits are in Ferret's keeping. Annah, I don't have time for games. What did you find on my corpse? Actually, I kind of do have time for games. I have all the time in the world, since I can't seem to die. Well, he had some fist irons, he did, and a little bit of jink, but I left that for the Dusty so they'd think I was a wee bit honest. He had an ugly ring that I kept. She dips her finger into her arm bracers and pulls forth a small ring with a stone mounted on it. Worth thrice more than the jink and the irons it was. She studies the ring and squints. Too bad it's too ugly to wear. Well, if it's too ugly for you, I'll take it back, gladly. She studies the ring with a frown, glances at you, then back at the ring. With a sneer, she flicks the ring to you. Didn't want the ugly thing anyway, I didn't. Alright, well, I would like to inspect it now before I keep talking, but, when you mentioned that some stuff from my body had gone into Ferret's keeping, what exactly did you mean by that? Aye, Ferret takes a bit off each corpse we find, he does. It's his right being lord of the village and all. Off of every corpse you all find. That's a lot of corpses, considering that you keep digging them up from the ground. Oh, aye. To hear tell, old Stuttercrutch has got a stash pit somewhere close to him. It's the only reason I can see why he set up Kip in that filthy, drafty hole it is. Nothing but stink and shadows. I mean, I didn't really expect her to be respectful towards anyone, but calling her dad old Stuttercrutch, wow, that's harsh. She's this sort of like raised in the street, cheeky little brat almost, but not really a brat. I mean, she behaves like a brat, but she's also street smart, you know? She'll be definitely an interesting addition to the party. Nothing but stink and shadows, huh? Sure. Okay, and that's where he puts the tribute he gets into this stash pit, which is obviously in the portal, right? Hi. She squints at you. Now what are you on about? You planning to bob him? Well, first of all, what do you mean by bob? I haven't heard that one before, I think. Bob as in rob or as in kill? Sounds more like rob, right? So, I mean, I'm not sure if telling her that I want to do whatever that is to her dad is a smart decision, you know? I have no cause to do such a thing. Ferret's done me no harm. Well, good. I'm warning you against such a thing, I am. Ferret can be daft sometimes, but he's mean as old fiend spit when he gets worked up. She frowns. And he loves his keepsakes, he does. See, she even calls him by his first name. She doesn't call him Dal. She says Ferret. She really isn't his biological daughter. Is what it seems like to me. But where would he keep it all? If he's been at the village for as long as he says, he would have amassed quite the collection. Well, Annah is silent for a moment. I know he's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needed it. And he wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his, though. That is true. That is actually a really good point. That is, if his leg is really lame, maybe he's pretending, you know? I don't know why exactly he would do that, even here in his own kip. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No, I think he's being genuine with that. So yeah, he's got that lame leg, and he really wouldn't want to walk far with that. Aye, that's true, but only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame. Though he puts on a fair show about being weak in the leg. Oh, never mind. See, just as I was starting to trust him, I was right. I was actually right. I should learn to trust my hunches. So that crutch of his could be a portal key. Oh, is it the crutch? That is cool. That is super interesting, actually. It's really smart because it's the sort of item which he always has an excuse for having on him. But nobody would really suspect it, you know? It's not like something out of the ordinary. So that crutch could be a portal key. Annah frowns in thought for a moment, then slowly nods her head. Aye, there's a thought. She shrugs. I want to know how you'd use it, though. Maybe you just need to have it. Maybe we will find out. We may look into it later. Let's move on. Now that is super interesting. She doesn't seem all that loyal to Ferret if she just keeps freely discussing this information with us, you know? Interesting. So we will keep on talking to her, but the reason why I paused this here is oh wow, my inventory is full again. Is that I want to check the ring. Identify the ring. How would I like to identify the item? Okay, can I try this infinite recall thing? Lore skill set to 100. Identify unknown items. Okay. So I will put it on my quick menu. Can I stack these? I can't stack these. Oh. I will try to do it then. And then what sort of things do I have to identify? I mean, fortunately, I can think here in the inventory because you know, opening the inventory seems to pause my game, so I will be able to think of all the things that I need to identify. All right, let's do it. Select item. Okay, now let's identify Gerase's ring. +3 to save versus poison. This small silver ring looks like it belongs to a woman's finger, or on a woman's finger. It feels slightly warm to the touch, and it has the power to offset poison that has entered the wearer's bloodstream. Interesting, so we have a female character named Gerase, which the Nameless One used to know. Even the fact that I recalled the name is interesting, right? That I managed to identify the ring as Gerase's ring. And offset poison, that could be relevant. Interesting. Something to keep in mind. Ring of the Traveler, +1 to armor class. These rings are quite common across the planes, simple to make and in great demand. Mages usually create these items as a way to raise quick money. This particular ring has a minor enchantment on it that protects the wearer from harm. So, I actually have a free ring slot here. Ring of the Traveler, Ring of the Traveler. Oh, I have 2 already. Maybe I should give one to... I don't know. Armor class 6, 2, 2, 4. So it looks like I actually needed the most. Hang on, is high armor class good or bad? God damn it, why is it so confusing? This whole system is so confusing. So I assume a low armor class is good because Mort keeps avoiding every attack. Unless there's something else that's taken into account that I don't understand. Thaco 4. Okay, to hit armor class 0. So armor class 0 is good. And Thaco is like the... You know what? I have no idea. Sure. So I guess I'll keep both of them as the Nameless One. Because I don't like dying. Annah has an armor class of 4, which is also pretty respectable. Ooh, some interesting clothing here. Something to inspect later. But first, let me inspect the rest. Shamanic Rod invokes magic missile. This is the severed foot of some large bird. For whatever reason, someone has enchanted it, making it capable of casting the spell Magic Missile for a limited number of times. This whole limited number of times thing is pissing me off because it never says for how many times. Which is a bit less convenient than most RPGs will do, you know? Oh, it says right here, 10. Thank you. Let's put it, I don't know, Magic Missile. See, this is something that I think will be genuinely useful to me, so I will definitely keep that on myself. This one is usable by a Nameless One and Mort. It's interesting how there are items that only I and Mort can use. Like, there is a special exception for Mort, because he's also an undead.
Hey.
Let's keep going. This bloody teardrop is the tear of Salierude. Permanent +1 constitution. Usable only by lawful good characters. Oh, that is interesting. This glistening red tear was shed by the martyred Harmonium officer Salierude when he was put to death on the Harmonium's home plane of Ortho. Mistaken as a member of the hated Revolutionary League, Salierude's obedience and loyalty was such that he could not bring himself to challenge the allegations of his superiors. At the moment of his execution, 3 tears fell from his right eye and turned to stone as they fell upon the flagstones of the square. Interesting, does it mean I can find the other 2 as well? Ironically enough, an anarchist subsequently revealed the Harmonium's mistake to the public, discrediting them. Ever since, the tears of Salierude have been considered relics of the Harmonium and used as a lesson to the evils of the unquestioning obedience by the Revolutionary League. Mistaken as a member of the hated Revolutionary League. Relics of the Harmonium. Well, this definitely feels like something I want to keep for the nameless one. Permanent +1 to Constitution, I mean, I don't really want to give that away. So let's use that. Oh, can I not use that? Hang on. Is this not something I consume? Is it just something that I keep in my inventory? And as long as it's in my inventory, it keeps my my constitution permanently raised. Okay, I will try that later. First of all, though, I still need to finish identifying those things before my lore thing runs out. Pipe. Oh, it only works on things in the Nameless One's inventory, right? So I gotta make sure. Yeah, Abyssal Pipe. Invokes Cloudkill. This is a small wooden pipe carved to resemble the head of a demon. When used, this pipe billows forth great gouts of deadly fumes from the plains of the abyss. Ooh, sounds abyssal indeed. Deadly fumes, and that's single use only, seems to be. Okay. And this is the same thing. Can I stack them? No. Let's give some to, I don't know, my companions. Iron Knuckles. Is there anything besides the items with the blue outline that I should be looking to identify? I don't think so. Brimstone Hammer. +4 fire damage, +25% resistance to fire. This type of weapon, thought to be forged by the flames of the elemental plane of fire, is extremely rare even in Sigil. The elemental properties of the hammer grants its wielder an increased resistance to fire and fire-based attacks. In addition, when used in combat, the hammer deals out additional damage when it successfully connects, searing its target with crackling flames. A cool item, but not for any of my companions just yet. Spiked Knuckles. These iron knuckles have been improved upon by the addition of tiny spikes. In addition, a minor enchantment has been placed on them, making them lighter and stronger than ordinary iron. Cool. And then we have the Axe of Torment spell here, which I also wanted to look at. I don't think the Nameless One or the Khan had this one, so I think it's just something to take a look at. Level 3 Wizard. As if from the depths of Beator, torment shall be brought upon your enemies, and with time its strength will only grow. Hey, Torment, that's the name tagline. That's the game tagline. This spell summons a mystical giant battle axe. The axe strikes a specified individual target for 1 to 8 points of damage. In addition, as a final blow, the axe will cause a magical effect to occur at random. An additional points of damage, more points of damage, paralyzed. At level 9 plus, even crazier effects. Okay, this spell sounds powerful, so I'll keep it for my sorcerer self. And these items, let's just give them to Dakon, because I don't want to carry all of these things around in my inventory. And Raze's ring, maybe I should... I don't know. I don't know when I will run into poison, so... who knows? Decanter of Endless Water, right, and... And now this is interesting. Ingress's teeth, so I can change them to a different type. The teeth may gain new options and abilities as more goes up in levels. Okay, let's inspect them. You examine Ingress's teeth. You can't shake their resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling that they are looking at you expectantly, awaiting some command. Oh, okay. I can change the damage type. Interesting. So, I want you to become a magical weapon. The teeth rattle about wildly, then suddenly settle down. After a brief moment, they begin to emit a soft magical glow. Wow, okay. So now Mort has a magical weapon, which will be useful against those... it was the were-rats that had the resistance against... not were-rats. Yes, the were-rats that were... it doesn't really say here, but I think they were resistant against like physical damage. So magic was the way to do it, right? Interesting, okay. Okay. Let me just save here, just in case something terrible happens, and let's continue our conversation with Annah.
Aye. What is it you want then?
This feels just like the dialogue that we had, but let's click it anyway. Annah, when Farad went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished for a while, then came back, but he never left Illwind Court. Do you know where he went? Okay, yeah, same line. No cause. Yeah, I kind of knew it would be the same line, but maybe we'll find out. Okay. Can you train me in thieving skills? That's not really what I want to do right now. Huh, I guess... No, never mind. Tell me a little bit about Farad. Old Stuttercrouch? He's me da. Well, not me real da. He found me when I was a wee girl. Annah shrugs. He needed a collector to crawl into places the rest of his fat gullies couldn't squirm, so he took me under his crutch. Yep, that explains it. That also explains the fact why he's a human and she's a tiefling. Holy shit, why didn't I think of that before when I was debating whether she was his biological daughter? I'm completely dumb. It must have been such a facepalm moment. Okay, I didn't think you and him looked much alike anyway. Yep, I definitely thought that. Annah's eyes narrow and her tail begins to lash back and forth. And what do you mean by that, then? I meant that he doesn't look much like a tiefling. Doesn't he, though? Aye, he doesn't. And if you knew one thing about tieflings other than what you'd heard from any half-grinning hiver on the street, you'd have the sense to know that none of us tieflings look alike, Jig. She shakes her head. No hope for you, that's for dead sure. Oh. Well, what do you mean look alike? I mean, I assume all tieflings have a tail, right? That's like a pretty significant biological feature that Farad lacks. I didn't mean it as an insult. You both look so different. I mean, Farad is so Farad, and you're not. Wow, that's a great way to put it. Way to show off your speech skill, Nameless One. There isn't a speech skill, but whatever the equivalent is. Oh, now what could have tipped you off to that? My hair? My skin? I can't think of anything else. Annah slaps herself lightly on the forehead, which I picture basically like this, then sneers sarcastically. Maybe it was the tail. Oh, aye, that might have been it. You're so much sharper than I am, you are. A real gem. Listen, what the fuck is your problem? I make a simple statement and you twist it like a dagger. A dagger's a dagger, so it is. All I was saying is that you and Farad, you two look nothing alike, okay? The two of you, you don't have anything in common, really. Annah's face flushes a deep red. Oh, is that so? And how do you see that? Holy shit, why do we just keep digging our way down? Like, what is going on? This conversation is not going the way I wanted it to. So we have two extremely long options. What else is there? Another one. Cool. I mean, have you ever looked at yourself? Aside from the way you carry yourself, you're confident, sensible, and graceful. Oh, so this is the glazing option. Sure. And that doesn't even take into account your obvious good looks. You have that rich fire red hair, those sharp green eyes, and that striking profile. Striking indeed. Lie. Have you ever looked at yourself? Aside from the way you carry yourself, you're confident, sensible, and graceful. Okay. Exactly the same option, just it's a lie. I mean, look at yourself. You're at least twice the greedy corpse pirate than Farad could be, and you have that strange hive smell about you that makes my eyes tear up, and you have that filthy rat-like tail sprouting from your backside. Amazing. So, my options are, tell her she looks like the worst being on the face of the earth. That's option 3. Then there's option 1. Tell her she's Miss Universe. And then there's option 2, which is say the same thing but just don't mean it. Wow. Decisions. I feel like she would laugh at me for this. And I feel like she would be mad at me for this. So, choices, am I right? Then again, twice the greedy corpse pirate that Farad could be can be interpreted as a compliment, and I feel like she's the sort of person who might interpret it as a compliment. But then the line continues with that filthy rat-like tail, which I don't really like. I guess I'll go for option 1. I'm sorry if that's the boring one. Then again, it is actually kind of true. Like, she is nothing like Farad physically. For example, the way she carries herself is completely different from Farad, who uses a crutch, even though that's just him pretending, apparently. Well, let's glaze her then. I've already read the option once, so I won't read it out loud again, but we know what it says. Annah just stares at you. So that's all I meant when I said you and Farad look nothing alike. Yep. Annah nods, still staring at you. She doesn't even blink. Oh, did I accidentally begin a romance with Annah? Classic gamer move, man. First female character. Romance them. You know, first female character in my party, of course. She doesn't even blink. Okay, are you listening to me? I think she's in shock because she is... Never mind. I only glanced at this option and I know it won't be a good one. Or at this line. Annah suddenly leans in and she bites you sharply on the neck, giving a soft hiss. Rather than pulling back, she presses closely into you and whispers into your ear. Do you fancy your chances? Her tail begins to lash slowly back and forth, but the rhythm is more hypnotic than angry. Oh no. This is Lae'zel all over again. Isn't it? Isn't it? This is this game's Lae'zel, isn't it? Right? You can feel Annah's heart beating fast in her chest and the color rising into her cheeks. You suddenly become conscious of the fact that Annah's skin is smooth, soft. I want to tell you something, and you can't poke fun at me. Oh wow, getting pretty steamy in here. I feel like Mort is watching me as the proud bro, you know, just he's the sort of one. He's the sort of character who is always like, yeah, the ladies, whatever. And here I am picking up the first companion that we have in our party. Then again, maybe not. Maybe she will just try to kill me. One never knows with her. All right. Do you know I like the way you smell? Oh, aye. It drives me barmier than a chaos man, it does. She sniffs up the side of your cheek and she gives a low, eager hiss. I see the way you look at me, and I like it. You've got hungry eyes, you do. It makes me afire. Well, all right. Look, I just picked the option that wasn't telling you that you look like a fucking rat, okay? I want to bite you, soft like around the neck. She teases the side of your neck with her teeth, never breaking skin, and with every whisper, you can feel her breath along your ear. Her hand slides up around the back of your neck and tightens, and you can feel her nails digging into your skin. I want to drag me nails along the back of your neck and force you to kiss me. Wow. Uh-huh. I see. I'd just like to interject here and point out that I'm not going to say anything to spoil the mood, Chief. I'll just float here and watch. Don't mind me, just sitting here, floating and watching, that's me. Yep, thank you for that interjection, Mort. I was wondering what you were thinking about this. Meanwhile, Dakon is just looking on disappointedly, or maybe looking away disappointedly. Disappointedly, is that a word? Do you know I can smell you from 50 paces? That smell of formaldehyde pouring off of you like one of them dusty shamblers? Maybe if you cleaned yourself up some, you'd be a right prize. Her eyes flash. I'd make passion with you so hard you'd be knocked off the spire. She steps back, her tail flicking lightly against your leg, then gives you a hard stare. So, do you fancy me? Wow. It's just like that, I have to choose here, okay? Listen, I want to know my options. You're the first female companion we have. Well, I don't care that Mort is looking on. I guess I'll, see, if I only say yes, yes I do, that will not be forward enough for her. If I do the first thing, I think she will love that. The question is, do we want her to love that? Love us? I feel like what's gonna happen down the line is I meet some other companion that I want to romance, and then Annah will get completely pissed off at me and try to kill me or something. That's how I'm picturing the rest of this playthrough. You know what? Okay, it's canon now. My nameless one is turned on by Annah, and let's grab her and bite her back. You grab Annah, and before she can squirm free, you bite her lightly on the neck. As your teeth touch the skin, Annah hisses loudly, clawing like a cat, and tears away from you. I was only teasing you, you scarred vampire. Leave off! Despite her protestations, however, her face is flushed and she is breathing heavily. And watch your mitts next time. She crosses her arms. You making me red, you are? Well, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot, you know? This is so absurd. Alright. You bite me, I bite you, okay? If you don't like it, then don't do it. I'll do what I please, so I will. Annah sneers. She still seems to be a little flushed. You just keep your mitts off of me, you hear? Yeah, I hear you. You know, this whole dialogue branch just started by me asking about your father, as I now recall. Enough of this shit. I had some questions. Actually, I have no questions. Let's move on. I am kind of speechless. Okay. That was one way to get to know our companion. Bite her. Yep.
Dumb.
We really are a party of misfits. You know, out of all of us, Dakon is by far the most normal one, which is saying something. Now, do you think we can fit some progress into this episode? Maybe. Wow, I can't believe that happened. That was crazy. I'm definitely interested to see how our relationship with Annah evolves. And I'm using relationship in the loosest sense possible, by the way. Not romantic, just our relationship with her. Well, before we go do anything crazy, it would be nice to heal up. So, what's that crazy thing we are going to do now? Find the site where Annah found your body. I suppose that would be the thing to do. There are some side quests here. We're still looking for Mar. We're still looking for Radine. We did find the source of his body, so we could tell Emmerich where Ferret takes the corpses from. Do we want to do that? I'm not sure. Find and return Yuhir's lucky knife. He lost his lucky knife in the catacombs beneath Sigil. Well, it could be that I have his lucky knife on me already. I don't think so. Well, I know that there are other things down here. I know I could probably do to the trash warrens, right? But I feel like I need a break from this place, to be honest. I feel like I need to go outside a bit and do something out there.
All right.
And, you know, maybe get even more companions before I go attack those were-rats. I feel like progressing the main quest is still the way to go here. We haven't really gone that far into it, right? So I think I might want to just keep searching for, well, search for the place that Annah found my body. You know what? Let's test Annah in combat.
Hi.
So she's a fighter thief, right? What are her weapons? Annah's punch daggers. Oh, that's right. I wanted to investigate her clothing. Okay. Annah's punch daggers. Annah's common weapons are a pair of jagged dagger blades mounted on iron knuckles. The blades are well oiled and razor sharp. In addition, their relatively small size allows them to be concealed quickly when a guard patrol makes a sudden appearance. Useful. And she has a vest. Annah's vest is similar to leather armor, but it seems more flexible and allows her greater freedom of movement. You're not certain what creature's hide, if any, was used to make the vest, but it seems durable enough. 3 straps help secure the front, and a staggered series of bracers run down the left arm. If necessary, Annah can slip her punch daggers into the bracers to conceal them. Okay, I feel like she also wouldn't like me to...
And I'll put them in your skull.
Yeah, she would not like me removing
my blades
her
again
weapons.
And I'll put them in your skull.
She really wouldn't. But I can still give her additional ones if I want, right? There's a quick weapon slot, I guess. She also has chained teeth earrings. Plus 5% open locks skill bonus. Okay. Perhaps the idea that Annah would wear anything solely for ornamental value makes you suspicious of these earrings. Upon closer examination, you discover these thin metal earrings are actually a series of well-crafted lockpicks. Ooh. If need be, you can unhook them and use them to pick open stubborn locks. These earrings will only add to your open locks skill when they are equipped. Okay, so if I select her, do I have like an open locks skill? Use thieving skills, enter stealth mode. Thieving skills and open lock skill are 2 different things? Maybe? That was a question. I know it did not sound like it. There don't seem to be any specialized thief interfaces anywhere here. Okay, so what were we about to do? We were about to test her in combat. Not looking great so far. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Mort, it's your turn. Wow.
Ready. Why not?
I mean, she can take a beating, but she can't really give one, it seems. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
All right.
But I'm sure I will make... I'm sure I will learn how to make use of her at some point. Okay, I think let's go out to Ragpickers. And what is this? Were these thugs always there and collectors? I guess so. Maybe not. Well, let's talk to the collectors just in case. This man is draped in filthy, tattered brown robes, a long hood concealing most of his face from view. Okay, no new options, it seems.
All right.
What about this collector? Seems to be the same. What is this place? That's got to be a different answer, though. Yeah. No, okay, these are all the things that we've heard. You guys told me in the comments that there are some characters that I haven't met here, or characters that I should meet. I think it was in the Ragpicker Square. I should check, but I don't have the comment on my hands. Nod, we definitely know you. I feel like this guy got mad at us at some point and tried to attack us, or maybe it was a different one, right? Someone comes to speak to Nod, speaks to Nod, aye? He suddenly breaks into a fit of hacking coughs, then nods to himself. Okay. Looking for debtors. I see. Seems to be nothing new. Jarim. Jarim. Did you manage to find one? What am I supposed to be looking for again? You're supposed to be looking for a ruby, remember? If you find one, bring it back here. That's right, we're looking for a ruby for this guy. Okay, that's where Jarim is. That's good to know, because I definitely wouldn't have known if I had read his name in the journal. Ratbone. I feel like we don't really care about Sharegrave particularly right now. Okay.
All right.
Let's talk to the Black Abishai. This black-scaled reptile towers to a height of 8 feet. Its great height, however, is offset by its thin, snake-like frame. A long, prehensile tail drags behind it, and its leathery wings are hooked behind its back. A strong, vinegary smell emanates from the creature, as well as a certain amount of heat. It seems to be ignoring you. Okay. Yeah, Moore did tell us once before that we are not supposed to talk to these guys, but we are, you know? Greetings. The creature slowly turns its head down to look at you. Its scaled forehead wrinkles into a frown, then it opens its mouth, giving a low, grasping hiss. You notice that the heat radiating from the creature begins to rise. I would speak with you for a moment? The creature suddenly sniffs the air, then turns away from you with a strange hiss. Okay, I'll leave them alone. Now, I only just got the idea to check my alignment, if I can. Information. Biography? Not really. How do I know what my alignment is? I don't see it here. That is, if I have an alignment yet, because I don't feel like I have made that many choices yet, right? But my constitution, it was constitution, right? It doesn't seem to be boosted, so usable only by lawful good characters. Well, am I actually a lawful good character? I'm not sure I want to play a lawful good character yet, so maybe I should. Okay, Dakon is. By the way, let's just see his alignment then. Where does it say, though? I don't really see it anywhere. Is the information anywhere to be found in these menus? Oh, she's part of a faction. Interesting. So that's the first time we've seen that. A group of individuals who hold similar beliefs about the nature of the multiverse. Belief is power on the planes. If enough people believe in an idea, that idea may become reality. Faction Free League. Indeps. Indeps are individualistic bloods who have banded together to protect themselves from the other factions. Truth? There is no truth. Just live free or die. Yep, that sounds like an owl, right? Huh.
Come on in here, Carter, give it a rest. You don't want to sleep on the streets or get killed out here. Come on in.
All right.
Buying the Sender Pox. So I guess we are following the main quest. We are going to the Smoldering Corpse, which would be somewhere this way, right?
Done.
That would be the Smoldering Corpse, and that would be the painted door, right?
Why not then? Just show it to me.
Oh no, I should have rested. I wanted to rest and then I forgot about it. Where can I rest around here?
Just show it to me.
Maybe I should just come back to Angyar's house and do that. Okay, this is it. What you first took to be a door in this archway is actually a painting. The artist has made use of the shadows of the overhanging arch and some subtle texturing effects to give the door the illusion of substance. Are you sure this is the door, Annah? Aye. It's been smeared with barmy paints from the starved dogs, it has. It's a real door until you look at it, then it turns into a painting. Cool. How did they do that? Annah shrugs. There's stranger things in the plains. She suddenly frowns. You might as well ask how you got yourself out of the dead book after I was sure you were dead. That's a good question too. So I just don't look at this door and then I open it? Annah glances at the door, then nods. That's the dark of it if chant be true. Alright then, I'll do what you say. You just, hold on! Annah stops you before you reach for the door. This is the only path I know to reach the place I found your corpse. But it's not the safest road, aye? You sure you're ready? I'm not here to play your mind or no matter what old Stuttercrutch says. Oh, okay. Maybe we should level up some more then. What is beyond this door that's so dangerous? Chaos men, Annah whispers. Barmy as they come, barking wild into the day and night, ready to either paint you with colors or crack your brain bogs with a chamber pot. Dangerous bloods they are. Well, if you're so dangerous, how did you get through? I crept in nice and quiet like. Can't paint you or kill you when they can't see you. She looks you up and down with a frown. Doubt I can pull that twice with you around. You look right clumsy, you do. Let's get re-equipped and come back later then. And maybe that is what I will do. That's it for this episode. In the next episode, I think we will... we will make our way there, behind the painted door.
Good as done.
And see what there is to find. I thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.